Your perfect day at CocoCay comes down to one big decision. Where do you set up camp? Pick the right spot and it's paradise. Pick the wrong one and you might ruin your day. With 5 free beaches, 1 massive free pool, and 2 expensive private clubs, the choices are overwhelming. So today, we're breaking down every single option, free versus paid, to help you find the perfect vibe and avoid any regrets. Let's dive in. To find the first free beach, we're going to take a left off the ship. Walk over the bridge past the calm waters of Harbor Beach, and you'll arrive at what many consider to be the classic Caribbean paradise, Chill Island. As you can see, this massive free area is actually split into 3 different coves, which helps spread out the crowds. Now, standard loungers here are totally free, but if you wanted to guarantee yourself some shade, you can pay extra to upgrade to one of these day beds. But let's hit the sand, because the real reason you came to this beach is what's under the water. You'll find plenty of complimentary beach loungers and umbrellas, so you can grab a spot, kick back, and relax without spending an extra dollar. Because of the rock formations out here, this is absolutely the best spot on the island to see fish and marine life. This cove tends to be the most crowded out of the 3. But wow, the water quality is absolutely clear. So yeah, Chill Beach is really nice. It's shallow, pretty shallow going out. There's a lot of families here. The water clarity isn't too bad, a couple of feet down for visibility. The sand is really nice. So we're gonna move on to our next beach. And here we'll take a look at the second lagoon area for Chill Island Beach. When we walk in the water here, this is going to have a lot of similar type of a feel and look as the first lagoon area. There are a little bit more small rocks in here. It feels a little more corally. I'm seeing, I don't know if it'll pick it up on here, but I'm seeing some very small fish. And here the depth is about the same clarity. It's about 2 feet or so down. You kind of can see, and then it gets a little cloudier after that. But we just came from that other lagoon area straight over there, and this is the second one. And once again, a lot of families. And now we will take a look at the third lagoon area over here at Chill Island Beach. Okay, we are at the third lagoon area of Chill Island Beach area. Now this water is a little bit clearer. I don't know if this is going to pick up on video or not, but it's a lot clearer, and you're going to see some people over here doing some snorkeling because of these rocks over here. They also have some kayaks for rent over here, and you see some cabanas over there. But this is a little bit nicer area. Once again, you'll maybe see on the video here some small fish, real small fish swimming around. But this is, out of the 3, this is a little less busy. Water's a little bit clearer. I think if you're looking to do a little snorkeling, out of the 3, if you want a little quieter area, this definitely would be the area for that of the 3. And as you can see, this is kind of the area. They got stand-up paddle boards there, as well as these kayaks you can rent at the shore excursion booth right there. But yeah, really nice lagoon area here. This is definitely my choice of the 3. Somebody just fell off their stand-up paddleboard over there. But this is definitely my choice of the 3 if I had to pick one of these lagoon areas for the Chill Island Beach area. Okay, so our next stop is going to be on the other side of that excursion booth to Breezy Bay at Chill Island. So we'll go over there and we'll check that one out next. So as you can see right here is that shore excursion booth. And then we will just make our way down to the beach. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of people here at Breezy Bay. And over there are the jet skis and everything to rent, so they got some buoys out there separating everything. And we'll just take a little walk out. The bottom here is really firm packed, a couple of rocks. I'm not sure if it'll pick up the water clarity, but kind of see my foot down there. That's about 2.5 feet of water. But those cabanas over there are very expensive, but you can rent those. They also have some day beds here as well. The umbrellas are included. And a little bit further down at Breezy Bay is these life-size pool games that you can play. And then they also have chess as well as beach volleyball. And over there is some ping pong, table tennis. So kind of a really fun area here, just a little bit further down towards the Coco Beach Club. So this is Breezy Bay. And as you can see, it's a little bit busier, but the bottom is okay. I think the last lagoon area over at Chill Beach was a little bit nicer as far as the sand goes. This is very nice, but there's a couple of rocks here and there, and the sand is just a little bit more of that corally sand, but very nice nonetheless. So from here, we are going to make our way over to the next area, and that will be South Beach. Welcome to South Beach. This is probably one of the most popular beaches here at CocoCay, and for good reason, and you'll see why. A lot of amenities here. The tram does stop here, and then you'll have a bar if you take the trail in on the opposite end. And they do have a sports pavilion, towel station right here. And then you'll see various activities available, like basketball. So down here, you'll see where that basketball court was, and then you got the pickleball court. And then moving this way, you've got right through here some ping pong. And then lastly, you've got a volleyball court. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of people are waiting to play. And then right through there is where your snack shack is located as well, along with some drinks over here. So now we'll head on down to the beach and take a look at that. Okay, and then straight over there, you'll see those cabanas over the water. Those are from the Coco Beach Club. Once again, very pricey. But what you got here at South Beach are these little palapas where you can put your drinks out there and have a conversation. They also have this swim up bar. You have to actually swim out there to get a drink. And as you can look down here, this is a pretty popular place. One of the more busy beaches, definitely, but also I'd say probably one of the nicer ones overall. Okay, so now we're going to head out into the water and see how that feels and looks, what the sand is like, etc. Water's pretty clear. I'm down about 2 feet or so. Now the sand here is incredibly soft, and the water is perfectly clear and very calm. Now the trade-off is that it's the farthest walk from the ship, but because of that, it actually stays pretty quiet and relaxed all morning long, at least until the afternoon. That's when it starts getting really busy. So this is South Beach. I think if you're in a group of people looking for a little bit more of a party scene, this could be a fantastic beach to come to. It's a little bit on the opposite side of the island, but they do have the trams, and I think, you know, if you're looking for that party atmosphere, this is the place to be. The sand is pretty nice. The water's fairly clear, and I just think it's got that vibe that a lot of people are looking for. So the next beach we're going to look at is Cove Beach, and it's basically just further down from South Beach here. It's a little more quiet and a little more chill, so let's go check that out. You'll see further down here they do have these cabanas right on the water if you want to rent those as well. Okay, welcome to Cove Beach. This place is really quiet. It's out of the way. It's much more secluded than a lot of, well, actually all the other beaches for that matter. As you can see here, it's much more smaller in scope, not as many loungers, but they do have a fair amount. But even now, it's midday and they're not all being used. So the water here looks pretty clear, and you can just see there's just not a lot of activity going on. You know, if you look up here, there's some hammocks up in here and here. But yeah. The only, I guess, negative is you're a little bit away from the bar if you're looking for a drink. But outside of that, drinks and food, outside of that, everything else here is, if you're looking for that small, quiet getaway, this would be the place to do it. The water out here is pretty nice. A couple of small rocks here and there, nothing major. But the water, I'd say, is a little bit clearer here than it is over at South Beach, probably just from the mere standpoint of less people. But I'm looking down about 3-4 feet here, and it's real clear. So yeah, definitely the place to be if you're looking for seclusion, quiet, out of the way, not a lot of crowds. So keep that in mind, Cove Beach. Okay, our last stop is going to be at Harbor Beach, right behind me here. It's the closest to the ships. It's more of that lagoon style of a beach area. So let's go check it out. And then as you can see, they got kind of a barrier over there for larger fish to prevent larger fish from coming through. They do have a fair number of loungers and umbrellas here as well. Nice thing is you are right below Skipper's Grill right here if you need to catch anything to eat real quick. It's pretty close to the entrance to the port, which is like right over here. Water-wise, it's very clear. You can see down a good amount. You get some little fishies right there. I don't know if they'll pick up.
We had a seahorse.
Seahorse?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Go already.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Frogfish.
Interesting.
A couple needlefish.
Jellyfish in there?
There's another butterfly fish right there.
Wow. Cool.
The jellyfish go?
It's almost like an eclipse. I thought there was a cloud going across the sun, and it was the balloon. How cool is that? They have these little rafts out here that you can see here, and over here. Great lounge areas. This is a great little spot for families, or if you don't want to go too far from the ship and swim in the water a little bit. So this is Harbor Beach. So this is a great family spot. It's close to everything. It's pretty quick to get off the ship and get here. So definitely a beach to keep in mind if you want something fast, quick, have a family, want that more of a lagoon, but still swim in the ocean water type of a feeling. It's close to food. Great spot overall. Okay, and we will take a quick look at Oasis Lagoon next. That is the free pool area. Upon entering the Oasis pool area, you'll find this zero entry with water fountain feature, as well as some life jackets for the kiddos. Closer to the middle of the pool, look for these in-water tables with a large umbrella. These are great for lounging in the water while still being in the shade. At the heart of the Oasis pool is the large swim-up bar. This is where the party happens, and they do have some music playing, but it's not overly loud. Just a great vibe. We got some music playing. It's not overly loud. Real great time here in the pool. The pool's a little chilly. It's not heated, but once you get in, you get used to it. And on a warm day, it feels great. So, what are the pros and cons of the Oasis pool? Well, it's free, along with being family friendly with a shallow waiting end and life jackets available for the kiddos. There is a large swim-up bar. The water loungers are also free to use, and there's also the covered water tables we talked about. And then the only real big downside would be that the pool is not heated and can be a little bit on the cold side at times, especially in the winter. One quick note for those with small ones. There is a free splash pad located between Skipper's Grill and Captain Jack's. So if you got some kiddos and need to cool off, this is a great little spot. Look at all the water buckets and fountains. Now for the ultimate question. Is it worth paying to upgrade? Welcome to the adults-only Hideaway Beach. Located right next to the main arrivals plaza, you can hop on a quick tram that drops you right at the front door of this exclusive party zone. The centerpiece of Hideaway is this massive heated pool, complete with a live DJ and a huge swim-up bar. This is where the island's biggest party happens. As you can see, the energy gets extremely high, with drinks flowing and ongoing games of four-way water volleyball right in the middle of the action. But if you need a break, you could just head over to the opposite side of the pool and grab one of these in-water loungers to chill out right at the edge of the action. But when you need a break from the party, the vibe down on the sand completely changes. It's much more relaxed with plenty of hammocks and a massive private lagoon. Because they cap the capacity here, you will never struggle to find an empty front row lounger. And just look at the water clarity. It's a protective cove, so there are zero waves, perfect for floating. But the best part? You're always just steps away from the bars when you're ready to turn the energy back up. Now, if you really want to go all out, Hideaway offers these massive private cabanas. They even have their own exclusive infinity pool, giving you the ultimate VIP party experience away from the main crowds. So, what's the final verdict on Hideaway? On the plus side, it is strictly adults only, features that massive heated pool, and delivers the best high-energy party on the island. Plus, the beach is gorgeous, there are exclusive food options, and you have those VIP cabanas if you want to splurge. But there's a catch. You are paying extra fees just to get through the door, and while the additional food options are great, you're paying for the atmosphere. Finally, if you want the peak of luxury, the map takes us to the Coco Beach Club. This is the most exclusive paid zone on the entire island. Unlike the Hideaway party, this club is all about quiet, upscale relaxation. When you walk through these doors, you're stepping into a true VIP experience centered around this massive, stunning infinity pool. And of course, it's home to these incredible over-the-water cabanas. They are absolutely bucket list items if you have the budget. The final verdict? You get an amazing infinity pool and premium sit-down dining. But unlike Hideaway, families are allowed, cabanas cost a fortune, and the sand itself isn't much different than the free South Beach. So let's wrap this up as we tell you what we think are the best for a few categories. Best beach for snorkeling, we're going to give to Chill Beach. They also rent snorkel gear here as well. Best for families with small kids goes to Harbor Beach or the Splash Pad. The best beach and our favorite will go to South Beach. The best pool goes to Hideaway because it's heated and has a great vibe, even with the added cost. So those are our picks. What are yours? Let us know which are your favorites and why by leaving a comment below. We love hearing from you. If you're looking for an in-depth tour of CocoCay or the all-new Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, check out these videos. Take care and happy cruising!